How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. As always, we're just going to go over what each version of the game has in store for you, which one is the best. So this game just recently had been announced, like literally a couple days ago, and they already have all the different versions of the game out. And knowing Ubisoft, yes, there's a million freaking versions of it. So we're going to go over each of the different versions. There's even a roadmap here for us. But basically, Valhalla is going to be exploring England during the Dark Ages and whatnot. As you can tell, Assassin's Creed goes during different time periods where certain events happened. Now we're going to pretty much be going over Viking mythology, Dark Ages, whatnot. So this is the standard version of the game. It comes out, I think, in 2021. I think this is a placeholder date because I don't think we would 100% know the exact release date, but I'm sure it's going to be coming out sometime soon, either towards the end of this year, probably the holiday season, I imagine, is why they would announce it already. But let's move on to what we have going on here. So there is the standard game, the gold edition, and the ultimate edition. However, the gold edition and the ultimate edition have steelbook versions. So keep that in mind. If for some reason the ultimate edition steelbook is exclusive only to GameStop, I'm not sure why, but that's just how it is. So base game, obviously all of them gets that from gold to ultimate. You get the season pass, but the ultimate version has the ultimate pack. We'll go over what that is exactly here in a second. So let's move on over to the standard gold version of the game. If you guys wanted to know, online, I've only been able to find these steelbook versions online. It doesn't look like, of course, you can only get the digital versions digitally and whatnot. So a steelbook obviously doesn't mean much to you if you're getting the game digitally. However, I found it pretty strange that you can't buy the standard version of the game online. You have to buy the steelbook versions of the gold or ultimate. The base game, yes, you can find by itself physically online, have it shipped to you. However, the standard gold version might not have a case, or the ultimate edition might not have a case. I don't really know for sure what's all going on with that exactly. But let's go over what the gold edition has, and we'll go over prices here in a second. So this is an extra $50 for the season pass is what they're trying to justify with getting the gold version. $10 of that, however, is going towards the steelbook. We'll talk about that here in a second. So you have the season pass, which gives you access to new content, new lands, new gear, plus bonus missions available at launch, which I think all versions of the game has that. There are no details on exactly on what all the season pass is going to include. Obviously, we're getting the content, stuff like that, but we don't know exactly what that is going to be giving us 100%. So let's go look at what the normal gold edition is on the Ubisoft store. So the regular gold edition is just $100. So that means that they're justifying the season pass being $40. But if you go online and buy the steelbook version, the steelbook, the actual case itself, they're making that being justified as being $10. So you're paying an extra $10 for the steelbook version. If you guys want your game, I recommend going to the Ubisoft store and then buying it here. It actually says holiday 2020. I recommend going here because if you don't want the actual steelbook, if that doesn't matter to you, then don't even worry about it. Pre-order bonuses is also a mission on here for the Ubisoft store as well. So let's move on to the Ultimate Edition. So basically the Gold Edition, whether you get steelbook or not, you're getting the season pass essentially is what is going on here. Let's move on over to the Ultimate Edition. We're going to pop up both of them on screen here. So once again, this is $120, an extra $10 if you're trying to get this on the steelbook version of the game. So this includes some different stuff. You get, of course, the steelbook. If you get the steelbook version, if not, then you'll have the normal case. It'll be $10 cheaper. You get the season pass as well, and you get an extra bit of content: the Berserker gear pack, the Berserker settlement pack, and the Berserker longship pack, and something that is the set of ruins. I don't know where that goes or how long these types of packs or DLCs are going to be giving you. It looks like they're just cosmetics, so you're paying an extra $10-20 for just cosmetics. It seems like, I don't know if runes are something important in this game. I'm not too sure. It also says Berserker settlement pack. It looks like in this game that you might be able to make your own bases and whatnot, so this might be some decorative items for your bases. You also get some stuff like gear. It looks like you have a weapon here, your eagle, different stuff like that. It looks like some skins as well, and new sort of skin for your boat. And I'm not 100% sure what runes are going to be actually doing for this game. You can see some screenshots here. Looks pretty good. Lead a Viking, raids against blah blah blah, troops, fortresses, dual wield powerful weapons, and then immerse yourself in the Viking life with fishing, hunting, drinking games, and more. So it looks like in this game, it's not all about combat. It looks like there's some extra stuff to it, like your boat and your settlements and different things like that, which honestly I think is pretty cool. I'm glad that they've steered towards giving a full experience. Something I've liked about Assassin's Creed is you really feel immersed in the place or the setting that the game puts you in. However, when it's only about combat, you kind of miss out because there's some other things that go on during those time periods. It's not always just about combat. There are other things which you could make into gameplay and you could make be, you know, really fun, I say. So I think this is going to be a pretty good game. Whether or not the steelbooks look good or not, I don't know. We don't know what these steelbooks look like. I think these are cover and sleeves. I'm not 100% sure if what the Gold Edition or the Ultimate Edition steelbook looks like exactly, but for an extra $10 for the steelbook, I don't think that's actually too bad, to be completely fair. I think a steelbook at $10, you know what, I think that's somewhat justifiable. And for a season pass being as much as they had it, let's go back to this page and just take a look at the Gold Edition. So many of you probably like the standard version, but some of you actually just want to have the season pass for future game content. Season pass basically is going to run you an extra $40. Then if you want this, you know, steelbook version of the game with the season pass, it's going to run you an extra $10 instead, which, you know, isn't, I guess, terrible, but it all depends on whether or not you're going to really like this game, and judging from what we've seen, it looks like it's going to be pretty good, but we can't, you know, really tell. How many DLCs is the season pass going to hold? That's the important question for this game. I think it's going to be really good, but I don't 100% know whether or not it is fully worth getting the game, you know, just like that. And then, of course, the Ultimate Edition with its packs. I don't know if that's really worth the extra $20 or so that it's trying to justify it for being, or the extra $10, $20, depending on which version you buy, of course. I don't know if that's necessarily worth it, because I don't know how much in-game content there is. That's kind of the gamble with some of this stuff. You could go out and get this version of it, and this items, the gear, the settlement stuff, all this stuff might not mean anything in the game. You might out-level that stuff within like 10 minutes. It's kind of hard to tell. You don't really 100% know if that stuff is worth it. But if I were you, if you are for sure going to love this game, I would probably recommend going for the standard Gold Edition with the Season Pass. You're getting all of the actual content, playable content for this game. If you get it off the Ubisoft store, you get a bonus mission. I think that's the same bonus mission that GameStop is promoting. I think this would be the best way to go for this. Of course, as we see this here, PC download, I think some of this stuff, I think just the Gold Edition, the Ultimate Edition, I think they're only digital or Steelbook. I don't think there's another way around it. I think that is why on GameStop they don't have the unsteelbook versions of the Gold or Ultimate. They're only Steelbook, because I think the better versions of the game are only Steelbook versions. However, if you buy them digitally, it's kind of cool. It's an extra $10 off. If you're the kind of person who does them all digitally anyway, good for you. You get your game just a little bit cheaper. Honestly, I think this is just normal pricing, and then they add more on if you're trying to get the Steelbook. I think the Steelbooks probably look really dope if they actually go with the whole Viking, you know, art style and everything else. I think that could be a really dope looking Steelbook. We kind of just need to see exactly what that looks like. I'd probably hold up on buying your Steelbook versions, wait until they show us what it looks like exactly. It's kind of risky considering that they might sell out, but if they do sell out, you could still get the game digitally and whatnot. So at the end of the day, a standard person buying this game, I'd recommend buying a physical copy of it, because you're not really gaining or losing anything. Getting it digitally, you're just losing the case, blah, blah, blah. But that's still up to the person's personal opinion as to whether or not they want to actually go and get it digitally or whatnot. Gold Edition, you have the option of a Steelbook or not, and you have the Season Pass. I think that's probably going to be your most bang for your buck, is right in the sweet spot of the Gold Edition. If you have a couple extra bucks to throw, upgrade that up to the Steelbook version. If not, Then you can go to the Ultimate Edition, which will give you even more in-game content. And if you still have some more money, get the Steelbook. However, I think the Ultimate Edition, I do think you're losing out at the ratio of how much content you're getting versus how much the actual game is giving you for that extra amount of money. But I think that's going to wrap up this video, guys. I'm sure you guys can make your own, adjustments to what you guys would like to get in terms of which version of the game is correct for you. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching these videos, and thank you for all the support over the last couple of videos I've made. We're super close to 1,000 subscribers. I never thought I would ever get that far, but I'd like to thank all of you for all the support, all the likes, and the comments and whatnot. You guys also help me out in some things in the future, like when a game actually does release, like the Steelbook and what it looks like, or different details about the game. You guys put that down in the comment section below, and it helps out lots of people whenever you guys do stuff like that. So thank you so much for doing that. It tells me that, hey, there is something different about what you said in your video, and I appreciate comments like that. I don't delete comments ever. I don't take away comments. So if you guys have something to say or something to correct me on, please go ahead. I'd rather be corrected than sat to look like a fool. But thank you guys so much for the support, and as always, thank you for watching.